Good morning, students. Students, let's start our chapter number 2, animal tissue, with the topic what? Skeletal tissues. Now, students, skeletal tissues are supporting tissues. As I am telling you that supporting tissues, that they are supporting tissue, that means they what they work they are doing, they are supporting to the body. They form internal skeletal of all the vertebrates. They are of how many types, students? Two types, cartilage and bone. So first of all we will learn about the cartilage. Students, this cartilage is found on the tip of the nose, external projections of ears, rings of trachea, and bronchi tubes. Students, we can twist our nose and external ears because of this cartilage only, because they are made up of this cartilage only. So, we will first study about its structure. Students, it is a non-porous, translucent, soft, elastic tissue, but without blood cells and nerves. And it consists of a substance called matrix also. It contains chondrocyte cells. Clear? It contains which cells? Chondrocyte cells. They are arranged in a group of 2, 4, 8 cells, and they form what? Leukine. The chondrocytes, they are responsible for the growth of the cartilage, students. Understood? So underline this point, that what is the work of the what this chondrocytes responsible for? They are responsible for the growth of cartilage. Okay, students. Now the functions we will see, as I have told you before also, that the cartilage tissues protects and supports the body organs. Okay, now we will talk about the bones. Students, bones make the internal bony skeleton of the body. What is its structure? It is a hard, porous tissue which is having a good supply of nerves and blood vessels. But in cartilage, we studied that it is not having any nerves and blood cells. The matrix of the bone tissue, understood, is filled with the cells. Okay, and they are called osteocytes, and a rigid mass of inorganic salts of calcium and phosphorus. Students, these salts make the bone hard. Understood? In the bone tissue, the matrix is arranged in the form of concentric layers around the central canal. And what is that called? That is called Haversian canal. The osteocytes are present between the fluid filled space called leukine. All the leukine of the bone communicate with each other, understood, by a network of fine canals. What are they called? Canaliculi. Understood? Canaliculi. Through this, the bone cells receive food and oxygen, and they eliminate the waste products. Bones also contain what? Collagen fiber. A type of what it is? Type of protein. And this gives resistance to the bone. Understood? Now what is the function of this? Function of this is what, students? It is the framework, it forms the framework of the body, and it protects some vital organs, very delicate organs it protects, like brain, heart, spinal nerves, like this. Okay, students. Now let's start the difference between the bone and cartilage. That what is the difference between bone and cartilage? Students, bone, it is a hard and porous tissue, while we studied now only that cartilage is a soft and non-porous tissue. Bone is non-flexible in nature while cartilage is flexible. In bones, blood vessels are present, but in cartilage, blood vessels are absent. Cells of the bones are called osteocytes, while in the cartilage they are called chondrocytes. Bones forms the framework of the body, while cartilage provides support and flexibility to the plant body, to the body parts. So students, now we will study about some tendons and ligaments. Okay, and what are they? Just to have a look here, students, enrichment is there. When a muscle contracts to move at a joint, it is tendon only which pulls the bone. Ligaments, it strengthens the joint and permit the normal movement, but it prevent overextension. Sprain, understood, it happens in your sometimes the legs also, that it is caused by the excessive pulling of ligaments. So students, let us see about the tendons and ligaments. Students, tendons, just to have a look in this diagram, the tendons and the ligaments. Okay, tendons are cord like, strong, inelastic structure that connects what? Underline this, the tendons connects muscles to the bone, and they have great strength but limited flexibility. Understood? It is made up of white fibers. Ligaments. Ligaments are elastic structures. Okay, they connect what? Underline this, students, that ligaments connect bone to bone. These tissues have great strength, but they contain very little matrix. It is made up of white as well as it is made up of yellow fibers. Okay students, let's have a look on the difference between these tendons and ligaments. Students, tendons are inelastic in nature while ligaments are highly elastic. Tendons join muscles to the bone while ligaments connects bone to bone. Tendons made up of white fibers, ligaments made up of white as well as yellow fibers also. And tendons provide movement to the blood, to the muscles, while ligaments provide movement to the muscles but prevents overextension. So students, now let's come to the next tissue. What is that tissue? Fluid connective tissue. But before that, just have a look here students. Histopathology. What is that? Students, when we are studying about the tissue, that is called histology. But this, when we studied about the tissues in connection with the disease, it is called histopathology. Underline this students. Now come back to the fluid connective tissue. Students, fluid connective tissue are of two types. How many types? Two types. First is blood and second is lymph. About blood we will see. Students, blood is composed of both liquid part also and the cellular part also. The liquid part, it consists of what students? A straw colored fluid. What is that called? Plasma. And the cellular parts consist of three types of cells. What are they? RBCs, red blood cells, WBCs, white blood cells, and platelets. Sorry. Blood is red in color. Why? Because it contains a protein. What is that called? Hemoglobin. That is why our blood is red in color. These are the red blood cells and this is a white blood cell. Now we will continue with the red blood cells. Students, red blood cells are disc-shaped cells. Okay, they do not have a nucleus. They carry oxygen and carbon dioxide to and from the different parts of the body to where? To the lungs. And where they are produced? They are produced in the bone marrow. What about the white blood cells? Students, these are the colorless and irregular in shape. They have one or more than one nucleus, and what is the work from the lower class also you are studying, that what is the work of these white blood cells? The work of that is to fight against the infection. Okay, it protects our body against the infection. About platelets, platelets are very minute blood cells, okay, which cannot be seen under the compound microscope. And what is the work of the platelets? That it helps in clotting of the blood. Underline this, students. Okay, so students, for today up till here, we will continue in the next video. Thank you.